Hello, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world, my good followers. Once again, I wish you a happy new year. I'm very sure your new year resolution is very positive. You are welcome. You are welcome. I am not here to give you cock and bull story, and I'm not going to take your time. I have come to tell you that God has chosen to bless you as you have decided to be in the right track of life this year. In the eastern region of Nigeria, the Biafran area, we have been battling the menace of unknown government or the insecurity menace, and we have all along attributed all this to uh, self-determination group, which of course this the truth keep coming out. The unknown gunmen have been unraveled. The unknown gunmen have been unraveled. It is not one group. It is not one person. It is not two people. It is something that involves a whole lot of people. There are individuals. There are people from religions and go from people in politics, in government. There are people who are just criminals on their own. That doesn't also exonerate some people who hide under the back of agitation group to constitute terror and nuisance. So there are different people involved in the whole issue. But the truth be told, here, a lot of people, we are starting this new year with brutality.
Agbagbuola mmadụ na chọọchị senta gaa fada agbagbuola mmadụ onye gbaga nnọkọt fada were katịrị gbawa the boy brain lekwe chọọchị agbasala eme gị hụ masị na everywhere empty ndị mmadụ ala ka ele gaa ọsọ agbaala na St. Columbus gbaganga from this thatch house where they see like.
Okay, so you heard that from St. Columbus.
Agbagbuola mmadụ na chọọchị senta gaa fada agbagbuola mmadụ onye gbaga nnọkọt fada were katịrị gbawa the boy brain lekwe chọọchị agbasala eme gị hụ masị na everywhere empty ndị mmadụ ala ka ele gaa ọsọ agbaala na St. Columbus.
Okay.
Like this now, this agbagbuola mmadụ na chọọchị senta.
All right.
Fada agbagbuola mmadụ onye gbaga nnọkọt fada.
Sorry, I had to replay it. This is something that all of you have seen. A lot of you have seen. That's the right word to use. Father Babuele Mado. Father have shot down a worshipper. Someone who came to the church for normal church activities and given the what is obtainable in the world, not just in Africa, not just in Nigeria. People celebrate the festive, the Yuletide, the Christmas, especially with some knockout explosives, and it is something that keep happening every year. This at least have happened for over 40 years to my knowledge, at least when I know. This activity have been going on. People use the knockout. And this brings us to a deep topic. I might not be out for this deeper part of the topic today, but we will go into it. I have touched it before. I have always touched it in the past, but we will go into it in time to come, where I might have to involve people. Yes, a Reverend Father who should be in the church with his gun, with his Bible, is in the church with his gun. So, when we are asking who are the unknown gunmen, stop calling them this. They are the gunmen are known now. The gunmen are known. They are no longer unknown gunmen. We know the gunmen. We know the gunmen. We know the gunmen. They are no longer unknown. So these are known gunmen. They are known gunmen. Okay. I want to show you things I want to show you things. So at least we have been able to tell you that people hide in the name of church to commit atrocities. Yes, and the members keep backing them up. And all the atrocities that happen in our human society today, they have a lot of the atrocities have coverage from the church. The same way they have coverage from the military, paramilitary, from the government, the politicians, they have coverage from the church too. The masses have been so stolen from by the church leaders more than even the politicians. Although, in fact, this adds birds of the same feather. The same way the churches, the politicians are stealing from the masses, that is the same way the churches are stealing. They are stealing people's lives, taking people's lives, taking people's wealth, targeting their pocket with their policies, with their teachings, with their ideologies. They find way of keeping the people permanently divided and poor. There is no how the politician will survive, will succeed for those Christian areas, especially in the southern Nigeria, without using the church. That's the way the religion has been used. And that is why I will, before I end this particular program, which will be very short, I will have to play a 2-minute video for you to see. But that is not the one I want to play right now. I want to now take you to how the unknown gunmen are known. The unknown gunmen are known. Reverend fathers and the governors in office. Reverend fathers, politicians, and the security operatives. Then whom do we run to? Whom do we run to? Who do we run to? Who do we run to? That before I advance this, I want to read from AYN and Rand. That Iran warned us in 1957. Now, see what he said. Iran, 1957. Yes. Shrugged, 1957. Atlas, Shrugged, 1957. There he said, when you see that in order to produce, you need to obtain permission from those or from men who produce nothing. That is the society we are in and why we are having all these things. He said, when you are in a society and you are a producer, you see that in order for you to produce, you need to go and get permission from men who don't have anything to offer, who don't produce anything. That is when you are supposed to know that there is already a problem. You may know that your society is already doomed. It's not about to be doomed, but it's already doomed. That's what the man said. He said, when you are in a society and those who, you know what I mean, you know what the scenario, you know what I'm saying here. Those who produce nothing, and you are the one that produce something. Now for you to produce, you need to go and obtain permission from that man who produces nothing. That is why you see that some people are revolting against Tinubu's tax policy. The new tax law, tax reform. That you need to have, you cannot be saying, hey, we will banish drink, alcohol, we will destroy anywhere we produce alcohol. Anything we do, we produce, we banish, we banish it. We must banish it. Anybody who produces it, when taxes are raised from these producers, you want to be in control of these resources raised. You want to be in charge of everything. You want to eat the monies that accrue from this product, but you say you have forbidden it. You understand what we're talking about. Somebody will tell you, oh, you don't need security. Oh, Holy Ghost, you will wear apron, give you apron. And the person is the one to tell you how to allocate security, human security to him. But he has given you apron to wear. And somebody is telling you to wait on the Holy Ghost to send you money in your pocket, in your bank account. And the person is telling you to bring your physical money. We will not go deep into that before we let us talk about this other aspect of this man's. When do you know that your society has already gotten doomed? It's not when it's about to be doomed. When those who produce nothing, or when you see that money is flowing to those who deal not in goods but in favors, they are not producing anything, but you see money flowing with them. Foreign money is exchanging hand. They are doing nothing. They don't have this oil and gas. They don't have this natural gas. They don't have that. They don't have this. But the money is flowing with them. You should know that your society is already doomed. It's not that it is about to be doomed. When you see that money is flowing to those who deals not in goods, there is no physical thing they are producing, but they are the ones. Everybody becomes a yahoo. Everybody becomes, you know that your society is gone. Because there is no government to give them future, and that becomes what the youth resort to. I will show you why I say all this. That is when you know your society is doomed. When your society becomes a center for atrocity, people will gather from all over the world to make your place a center for atrocities. When you talk about terrorist gathering, it is there. You talk about Yahoo gathering, it is there. When you talk about anything, you know your society is doomed. We're not talking about when your society is about to be doomed. So I hope we are getting it clearly. So when you see that men get richer by graft and by pull than by work, and your laws don't protect you against them, rather it protects them against you, you know that your society is doomed. When those people who take oaths of allegiance to serve you, those who should be your servants, turn to make you all to be their servant, you know you are gone. You are gone. When those who serve you, who should be serving you, when the law should be working like what is happening with Dere Farotimi. So when you see these things happening, you know your society is gone. When people purchase litigation, purchase judgment and all of that, you know there is a big problem. When you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed. This is contained in the Atlas Shrugged, 1957, by Ayn Rand. So you can see there is a big problem. Are we experiencing all this today? Are we experiencing all this today? This video is not supposed to last very long, but it is not going to be too short, because I want to show you some video clips because it is important I show you these video clips. Okay, I want to show you the video, the next video, because we have to see it and analyze it. So, who are the unknown gunmen? They are here. We are talking about the unknown gunmen. We are listing them. They are finally known. So we are showing you. Are you seeing the... Okay.
Through our prayer, God will protect the land. Amen. Problem we need to tackle in Anambra State is what? Insecurity. People are dying on daily basis. And our leaders are passive. You know that person has entered a reprobate heart. On daily basis, people are dying in Anambra State. Not one, not two. People are being butchered like Nama. Even on 30th, 7 men were killed at Ehiala. Since the beginning of this state called Anambra, there have never been a time that we witness incessant death like this regime. I wonder, when your people are dying as the head and you are passive, it means that you are not a good man. Everybody should sit up. In fact, let there be operation defend your territory, because the government will not defend you. There is trouble, my people. I am telling all of us here, we need to rise. Anambreans need to rise. If our leaders could not handle insecurity, let them resign. Yes. The person involved should resign honorably. Enough of this nonsense. The other time, a priest, Father Osito Okechukwu, was killed. Father Nonso was kidnapped. I spoke with the kidnappers, and you see how confident they were sounding, so confident. At a time, I became harsh on them, that the anger of God will come after them. In fact, that they will not go scot-free. And the young man started laughing and said, "What? Ebube Monso, I ain't afukani every day. No, makana ya chori metu yaka." Amen. I ain't afukani every day. If I just buy and get a macaroni and yelling the mother carine, is a father Kobulunakiko, even a father no sooner. The father never actually may escape if all over again. Or send on you and again, now babundi mado. Opa mado kana ba. On your day, walk on the unata. I call the moon Akiko. It is where security. Look at where my brother priest is staying. We have every information. Because there are some government.
Please, he's coming to the part I need now. But let me make something clear, please. It is true. Sometimes we have to say the truth, which affects some teachers of the gospel. So, but then, while we say this truth, we should not discourage people from going to church. Going to church is not a sin; it's not a crime. Why we cry is that people, put their hope, their trust on the calling of these men of God, and it's unfortunate that these men, or most of these men of God, are actually businessmen. Yes, they do anything possible. They do anything, unthinkable things, just like you have seen in this particular one, where a reverend father who is in the pulpit is a non-gunman, not an unknown one. We have unmasked him now. And the Reverend Father Monso here want to unmask more unknown gunmen. Want to unmask more unknown gunmen for us to also know who these unknown gunmen are. So that's why we are here. We want to show you these things. So we are coming to the point. So we shouldn't discourage them. Sometimes it appears like our philosopher said, the religion is the opium of the masses. When the masses have seen no hope, so the religion becomes the only way they go to have hope. Whether or not there is any tangible hope, of course, but they go there, they have hope. At least they have some sort of edification of their spirit. At least we understand, every learned person understand who accept philosophy as a field of learning and as a worthy cause, also should know that man naturally is a tripartite being. So we edify the spirit from whatever way we can. Of course, like we also should know by now that this Okoraro, this mere body is not just all about man. There is also the other part of man, which is the soul and the spirit. So this is where we get them edified. So people who gather here in the mosque, who gather there in the mosque, gather here in the church, it's okay. So don't go to make it seem we are fighting Christianity, but we are fighting the misleading part and the instrument of this misleading. We antagonize misleading. So thank you that we get it right.
Because there are some governors who want to defend their state, their territories, their states. This security said again. And said then, how do you intend to apprehend them and rescue those in their nest? He said, I will track them through their associate and constituents. The kidnapping will go constituency. Evana Banya Mini Mbaka no man agelero no okwu enwere isi etu aka esi kidnap Anglican bishop Opala 75 years old man etu aka esi kidnap Father Joseph Igwagu Luebafu Luenebue Amarebono today, and somebody is in charge of this state. If they can Anambra state case etu apeto a whole
Okay, at least this is the part I want you to hear. That he said it in the previous program, he is re-emphasizing it here. A colleague of his, a reverend father, was kidnapped. You know, here now, this is different from the one he said last time. I'm just trying to use this one to connect to that one of the past. I don't want to play that one of the past so that it will not be boring you up. Now, the reverend father, Ebubemo, is one of the most popular priests in the whole of the South Nigeria. That is the Biafran land. So now you can see that this man is very straightforward. He said that the insecurity has much to do. The unknown gunmen, we know them, because you cannot be telling us that people are kidnapped. You don't have, okay, he did not mention it in this particular program. In that one, he said they kidnapped his colleague. They took that his colleague in the criminal camp. Now they were asking for money, demanding for ransom. Okay, he said they revealed to him, heaven revealed to him, and also he used his tracking ability to track them too. Now he went to meet the government, and the government said he should meet the security operatives, and the security operatives, when he approached them, said they cannot go to the bush. The thickness of that bush. He said, why are you security? And they said, because they don't have enough resources, enough logistics. I said, what logistics are you talking about? He said, money is involved. He said, okay. Like, how much are you looking at? In fact, I don't want to wait for how much you may be looking for, maybe a few hundreds of thousands. That I'm going to give you 1 million naira now. So let us go. We must rescue this man before he gets killed there. And he provided these resources. He said, okay, they said, okay, the money is here now, but we are still afraid of going there. He said, okay, I want to lead you people there. I want to go with you. So that it won't be as if I'm sending you because I bring money. Let me go with you. Because a lot of people are there, apart from the Reverend Father. A lot of people have been kidnapped in that den. And they said, no, they still refused to go. It was done on him then that this is a syndicate. This is a kidnap syndicate. This is a criminal syndicate. They all work together. I will play another video to prove this, to buttress this point further. So that, and when I play that one, maybe you think it happened only. It's what is happening in most of the states of the Nigerian Federation. That the commissioners of police, the security personnel, all have their high-ranking personnel who are involved in the atrocities in the society today. It's not new to me. It's not new to a lot of people who are acquainted with the political development on things, development of things in the society today. It is new to some people who are not very acquainted with the situation of things on ground. Now, the Reverend Father now had to leave them. I think he even left them with even the money. He now had to go to a neighboring state. I think he went to Delta State or so to seek for aid. And he was given security until he went there to rescue the Reverend Father. I think he didn't tell us that part of the story. So, are we getting the unknown gunmen now unmasked? Yes. We are unmasking the unknown gunmen. We now know them. They are known gunmen. They are known gunmen. Okay, you said you want us to show you more. Yes. So I want to show you that the unknown gunmen we used to hear are really known. They are known gunmen. So I want you to see it from
The
here.
said deputy commissioner of police for Kaduna State, where he boast, say he go arrest me because he had the touch of government. Now the said deputy commissioner of police of Kaduna State, now in the cash am so, in the go forest to go give Boko Haram, terrorists, bandits, weapons, guns, all manner of weapons, if they go there, now in they give the throw. They don't cash am now, they cash am lock, don't run against them. And what do they do? If he don't reach here, he go remove his uniform, he go tie all those their time where they tie, they go operation. Now the boss say he go arrest me, and today the young police don't arrest them, and I saw God go punish you. We dey tell una say without the police.
Okay, he was saying something. Let me even.
These kidnappers no go fit do anything. Without the army, these people no go fit do anything. Now these people they give the weapon. Now they engineer this one deputy commissioner of a state. Now it be this, and with the cry say terrorists they terrorize us. With the cry say Boko Haram they bomb us. With the cry say bandits they fight people for the country. No, he say now first agencies. Now then they give all these people link. This is the problem.
All right, my good people, all lovers of freedom. I hope we are bringing it. You are seeing it. Now you will see. I read out something for you here. Then I was trying to tell you that when you see a society where those people who should be protecting you are the ones who are now endangering your lives, you know the society is doomed. Yes, so 1957 from Ian. So I want to further show you. I want to show you how people are still, those who we were once calling unknown gunmen are still getting unraveled. That all of us, we should know the people causing this problem. But because the government does not protect us when we point this finger, so that's why everybody is afraid of pointing. After this program, I will still do another program today to show you things. I am on exile for the other side for now, until when it's right time for me to come back, if I will. Now, I want to continue doing my work by showing the truth. Now you can see this other person. The people who we were calling, as it is happening here in our land, it is also happening there in the north. The unknown gunmen are known. The people we call bandits are known. The people we call terrorists are known. So forget about those theories that everybody, all of them come from Chad, they come from Niger, they come from there, they come from Libya, they come from Sudan. These gunmen are known. And for you to see that they are known, follow up. So that here we want to unravel the unknown gunmen. We started showing you that these men you call pastors, reverend fathers, amongst them are the unknown gunmen. Them you call governors, you call police commissioner, you call this, you call that. Amongst them are including vigilantes. Oh. Yes, you remember the case last year. Vigilante security is the one that is supplying ritualist human ozu. You remember the case? So these are people when you know a society is doomed, like I read out for you. So let's hear from this brother.
Some local vigilante men, and they went after the bandit relative. So it was the bandit kidnapping some local vigilante men, and they went after the bandit relative. So it was the bandit kidnapped their relative and took them to the bush to demand ransom. The villagers went after the bandit relative. So this is like, they know, you don't understand, they know themselves now. They know themselves. So
now you understand it. The bandits came into the society, kidnapped some villagers. The villagers said, oh, you have done your own now. Because you think you are the author of this one now, only you sabi do am. They say, the next morning, they now searched, went through their families and kidnapped their family members. Those people, they are making the money from banditry for. Now they gathered all their family members and also announced that they are set for Salah chicken. They will be used for, they will be served as a Yotagosia. So now, one no the who first do na in the no be in the pen pass. Now they kidnapped those ones. The villagers also kidnapped their own people too. They held them hostage and also demanded for ransom. And ransom versus ransom, somebody had to come to a negotiation table. So now what happened at the end of the day is that the bandits now had to call. Oh, okay. It don't happen. So let us see how we go settle them. We go provide una people where we will kidnap. The village say, when you do, we will do also. So if you don't, we will not. They don't kidnap them. They don't kidnap them already. So if you buy them, we go buy on our own. Class. Sefeni. So now you can see the Fulani people, the Hausa people, just like the Igbo people. Who are the terrorists? Do they have no parents? Do they have no brothers? Do they have no sisters? Now, their family members were brought, and the bandits even gave them 30,000 naira as a take home or for transportation. So you can see that the unknown gunmen are known. Let's play the video. Let's play on.
To the bush to demand ransom. The villagers went after the bandit relative. So this is like, they know, you don't understand, they know themselves now. They know themselves. So the villagers went to kidnap the bandit relative and took them also to the bush. So the bandits and the villagers had to do trade by barter. Give me my brother, I give you your brothers.
Okay, now you can see
so
this.
So after 3 days,
you can see this. That is it. That is the story. Unknown gunmen are known. There is nothing like unknown gunmen. The gunmen are known. The gunmen are known. We know them. You know them. So, if the government is real, the people will have the boldness. But the other point I want to, make here is, how were the gunmen, how were the villagers able to apprehend or Yes, the family members of the bandits. Our people do say you cannot remove the teeth of a child without having being prepared, without being prepared. You must have also the equipment that is needed before you can remove the teeth. Because any child you want to remove the teeth will be damn aggressive. Then you know that there is nobody is a child when it comes to the safety of life or defense, self-defense, when seeking for survival. So now you see that there is a reason why things are working the way they are working. Now, our society here in the southern Nigeria, especially in the former eastern region, there's the Biafran land. Our society today are not allowed to handle arms. Security search people, even the hunter guns. But those, because of they help them secure votes, help them campaign. Those in pulpit, let us say it the way it is, they get the license as smooth as. Most Reverend Fathers own guns, When they go on the Palm Sunday procession, you see them, they go with their guns in the street. But an average people, even the hunters are no longer allowed to have their hunting guns. Sometimes people are not even allowed to move around freely with a cutlass in the eastern Nigeria. But there, the villagers had to organize themselves. They have guns. And they had the bandits know that the number of the villagers who have guns are very enormous. They have guns too. We have seen statements from political leaders from the northern extraction in the past. Even Tiwa Danjuma said it, proclaimed self-determination, the defense. A lot of them said it. One time, Nasarawa Zamfara governor said it. So we have heard a lot of them saying it. Autumn even said it. But it's an abomination for that to be said in the eastern region. So you can see, while they have the opportunity of organizing them, I still have something to show you about them. I still have something, but I don't want to bring it to this particular program so that it doesn't go too lengthy. Don't want it to be too lengthy. Don't want my programs to be too lengthy these days. So now you can see that there is the government hand in this thing. The unknown gunmen we used to talk about are known. Now tell me how the family of that young boy that has been shot down by the Reverend Father will be talking about church again. So you can see why those people who are protecting the church are protecting. They are protecting because it's still favoring them. When it affects them, they will face the reality. But that is the truth. That is the nature of a black man. When it is not affecting you, it is not a problem. It becomes a problem only when it affects you. That is selfishness. That is selfishness. A thing is only a problem when it affects you. When it doesn't affect you, it is not a problem. Selfishness. Selfishness. Lovers of freedom, all seekers of justice, I want you to share this, subscribe to our channel, like this. As more engagement we have, your comments, your likes, the more people see it. So if you like us, make more people to see it. That's the only way you help them know about this and help our channel to grow. Thank you. Akban Asokwo, Biafran Radical Freedom TV, BRF TV. Remove.